Welcome to another training vlog. It is Wednesday morning. I didn't film anything yesterday because I figured my strength training this week is going to be basically exactly the same as my strength training last week. So if you're interested in what I do for my strength training sessions at the minute, then watch last week's video, which I'll throw a link to up there. So I'm mostly just going to record the running and some talking this week. As usual, first on the agenda for this week is a 5-kilometre run. Currently just doing all my running around the local area at the minute. I haven't tried to venture outside of my postcode just yet. But come the 8th of March, I'm hoping I can get a little bit further afield, start to head out and do runs in Warncliffe Woods again, and maybe runs in the Peak District if the Peak District National Park Authority are opening things back up for people. But for now, I'm still just running within my Sheffield postcode and nowhere outside it, which is starting to get a little bit boring, but you know, you just work with what you got. Thankfully, we have a lot of bits of trail that I can kind of like link up into routes, so I can kind of get mostly trail routes if I try hard enough around here. Anyway, I'm gonna go and prep my breakfast oats and get a bunch of water in me, and then head off, hopefully in about 20 minutes. Good morning. It is Saturday, it's 6:22. I've pushed my wake up time a little bit earlier. I realised I forgot to actually record anything after the run on Wednesday. That is because I've been really depressed for 3 days and have had no motivation to do anything. I will insert a theatrical reenactment of that just here. All around me are familiar faces, worn out. Anyway, things are looking up a little bit now. I'm gonna get ready for my 8.2 kilometre run, which I'm looking forward to, definitely. I think I've just been depressed because life is quite slow and sluggish at the minute. My course stuff is moving slowly because I can't progress with some of it because of lockdown until gyms are open. I'm a little bit stuck. Obviously, everything's still closed. Yeah, life just feels slow and sluggish. I think that's probably why I went into a depressive hole for most of this week. But it happens. Hopefully I can get back on track over the next few days and just find some energy. All right, I'm gonna do some activation exercises and whatnot, and I will catch you out there. Run completed, as you can tell by my lovely red face. That was a good run. I'm definitely getting this kind of breathing technique that I've been trying. It's getting a lot easier to maintain for a whole run, and I put in a good hill effort right at the end, which was really hard work, but it just feels really good to kind of at least have a segment of each of my slow runs at the minute where I do go quite a bit faster, because running slow all the time does kind of drag a bit. Like, it's necessary for me to run slow so that I can get the time on my feet and the mileage without completely exhausting myself all the time. But at the minute, while I'm still kind of just building my distance back up a little bit before I throw in some actual speed work, it's just nice to pick bits of the run where I just go for it. It feels good. I'm feeling a lot better mentally today than I have been the last 3 days, so hopefully that stays. Obviously everybody's in a weird situation at the minute, with various lockdowns that keep happening, but hopefully we're kind of on the way out of that now, and all of the weirdness will get less over the next few months. The running has definitely helped keep me sane over the last few weeks. I do struggle with anxiety and depression. I have done for my entire life, and I have ADHD and I'm on the autistic spectrum, so having things that I can kind of focus on and use to tether myself are really useful. It doesn't make everything better and it doesn't work flawlessly all the time, but exercise definitely helps a lot. I've been trying to put together a video on how I use exercise to manage my ADHD. Turns out it's really difficult to talk about mental health stuff in a way that makes sense. So I'm still working on that, but I don't know, hopefully that'll appear at some point when I can get the words ordered in a sensible way. All right, I'm gonna go and eat, and then probably shower because I'm gross right now. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in following my running journey, then feel free to subscribe. I'm working towards a 50-mile ultra marathon in October is my current goal. Before that, we'll be doing time trials, and I've got some shorter races over the summer that I will kind of integrate into my training. So if you're interested in keeping up with that stuff, then yeah, hit the subscribe button. As lockdown eases and we're allowed to kind of go a bit further afield, things like hiking, wild swimming, wild camping, hopefully some bouldering will be back on the agenda. Running is kind of the thing that I love the most, but this channel is kind of all of my outdoor pursuits, I suppose, that I do. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, then yeah, also subscribe. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next time.